guys, thanks for joining me today. We are talking about changing habits. So let's first define what a habit is. And a habit is defined as a settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up. So, successful weight loss is very much about changing or implementing better habits. And with weight loss surgery, it's especially important to make changes that align with and help you maintain your momentum and your long term success. It's an ongoing cycle depending on where you are in your journey. So, if that doesn't happen, it can be kind of easy. It can be very easy to fall into or to fall back into bad habits or habits that can be triggers for old behaviors. So, this is one of the reasons why I am such a huge proponent of journaling. I find that tracking or journaling can be helpful because it gives you a guide that you can always go back to and pinpoint places where you can make changes. The best way to sum it up for me would be to say that it eventually becomes a blueprint for your long-term maintenance and success. Journaling or tracking or writing this stuff down as often as you can gives you guidance that you can always tweak when things change in your life. You can always go back and see what changed or when it changed and when you started to struggle or what's no longer working or reasons why you may be plateauing that you can kind of tweak. The key here is you have to be aware of these habits if you wish to change them. If you don't know why you're doing something, it's going to be harder to stop. So I always have a question for you guys, and the question today is, what's your trigger or what are your triggers? I think last week I had you guys doing a little exercise where you were journaling things. So were you able to identify what your trigger or your triggers are? It's about fixing it at the source. So another thing I'll continue to say is it's about learning yourself. There is no one size fits all in any of this. I've kept the weight off, and I can write down everything that I've done, everything that I continue to do, and give it to you, but that may not work for you. So let's talk about it. Let's get to the root of what you struggle with and what you have questions about. So at the end of the day, it starts with building better habits and changing your environment. That's your physical environment and that's your mental environment to optimize your success. Willpower and self-control isn't about being perfect and what you're able to do all the time. It's not. It's about being able to recognize that you're human and to be able to keep moving in the right direction without beating yourself up or calling it quits. So it's all about making the next right step. As always, engage with me. Let me know how you're doing, what your triggers are. Let's talk about it. Talk to you guys soon.